What are we playing tonight, Jennifer?
Last Night on Earth.
What scenario, Jennifer?
It is a web scenario, an official web scenario called All Hallows Eve.
Yes, on Flying Frog's website, which I'll leave a link to in the description, you can get free web scenarios for pretty much all their games, I believe, which come in PDFs. You can print them out, do whatever you want with them. With Last Night on Earth itself, there are, I think there was 6, if I remember right. There was 2 for All Hallows Eve. Some of them need expansions, a lot of them don't. Okay? So, tonight, like Jen said, we're playing Last Night on Earth, which is an older zombie game. This was in 2007, I believe it was printed.
That's the copyright date.
Yes. So, Jennifer, what is the deal with All Hallows Eve?
Wow, something is afoot in Wooden Vale. Strange things have been sighted at night, a whisper on the wind and the whistling branches of the trees, singing their eerie songs. It's not just another cold autumn day, but All Hallows Eve when the spirits roam the earth and the dark shadows creep. The townspeople have been restless of late, acting peculiar and keeping to themselves. There is death in the air and distrust in the streets. One of them has the darkest of secrets, and tonight, using magic from an evil book, they will wake the dead to have their revenge.
What is the objective of the game?
The heroes must discover which one of the townsfolk is the zombie master, secretly controlling the Book of the Dead, and defeat him. And once the heroes have defeated the zombie master and recovered the Book of the Dead, they must burn the book to stop the zombies. And in order to burn the book, they must have both the book and a fire item, and give up their hero turn. The hero must survive any zombie fights in their space before the book is burned. And the zombies win by preventing the heroes from burning the Book of the Dead and achieve a major victory if the zombie master is still alive at the end of the game.
Okay, so during setup, we randomly place these townfolk tokens in buildings throughout the town. Okay, now the townfolk cards here are in the hero deck. We took them out, took the tokens, placed them randomly around the board in buildings, and underneath them are these numbered tokens. Okay, it's 1 through 6, and what that represents is one of these 6 townfolks is the zombie master, which is represented by this die here. We roll that to see which of these token numbers will be the zombie master. It'll be number 2. Okay? Once the heroes find the zombie master, they will give him this book. Alright? Now, there are some special rules for this scenario as opposed to the other scenarios, and Jennifer will tell you what they are now.
So there's some special rules. The townsfolk counters. They represent the individual townsfolk around the town that are hiding from the zombies. When a hero is in a space with a townsfolk counter during their ranged attack phase, they may roll a d6 to find or interrogate them. On the roll of 4+, you may reveal the number counter under the townsfolk. The hero may still make a normal ranged attack before or after rolling to find the townsfolk. If it is the number representing the zombie master, immediately replace the number counter with the book counter and remove all other number counters from the townsfolk around the board. The zombie master has been discovered. If it is any other number, remove it as well from the townsfolk counter and take the corresponding townsfolk hero card into hand. If all the number counters have been revealed except for one representing the zombie master, immediately replace that number with the book as though he had been discovered normally. Until the zombie master has been discovered and all of the counters are removed, zombies may not interact with the townsfolk counters in any way. Once the zombie master has been revealed and all the numbers removed, any zombie in a space with a townsfolk counter and no heroes during the fight heroes phase of the zombie turn may roll a d6 to attack the townsfolk. On the roll of 4+, the townsfolk is overwhelmed and eaten. Remove the counter from the board and the corresponding hero card. Heroes may still continue to rescue the townfolk counters and take the corresponding hero cards during their ranged attack phase on a roll of 4+, even after the Zombie Master has been revealed. Once discovered, the Zombie Master immediately counts as a zombie hero in every way with 2 health boxes. Use Evil Townsfolk counter to represent the Zombie Master on the board and the Evil Townsfolk hero card to place wound markers on. Note that if the Zombie Master was discovered by a hero revealing his number counter, that hero must fight the Zombie Master this turn. Once defeated, remove the Zombie Master's Townfolk counter and corresponding hero card from the game. The Book of the Dead. When the Zombie Master is defeated, any hero in the same space may automatically take the book. It counts as an item and may be traded during the exchange items phase. If there are no heroes there, the book is dropped in the space and any hero may pick it up during their exchange items phase. If a hero that has the book is killed, it is immediately dropped in their space. To burn the book and destroy it, a hero must have both the book and a keyword fire item and give up their hero turn. They must still survive any zombie fight before the book is destroyed.
Okay, Jennifer, so who are you playing?
I'm Sheriff Anderson, the small town lawman. In the sleepy town of Woodin Vale, Sheriff Jack Anderson patrols the quiet streets, haunted by his memories of the past. Born and raised in the forested countryside, he is one of only a handful of people who knows the dark history of the area. Since his wife died 8 years ago, he has raised his only son, Billy, alone. Now he silently waits for the inevitable, hoping and praying that he is ready for an event that never comes to pass, at least not again.
Okay, and Sheriff Anderson there starts with a weapon.
Revolver.
He starts with the revolver. And what does a revolver do?
The same thing most revolvers do. It shoots things.
I'm thinking about getting...
You don't like revolvers.
I don't like handguns.
No. It's a ranged weapon, and I can target a zombie within 3 spaces of me.
Okay, and then on a roll of 4+, what happens?
The zombie is killed. The zombie's hit. And if I roll a 1, I have to discard because the revolver is out of ammo.
Okay.
He's also a man of action, so instead of searching, I can take a revolver from the discard pile.
Okay, yes, if you look on certain spaces on the game board, it'll say pick up. Okay, and then instead of searching, you can go through the discarded pile of the hero cards and pick up that item. Like here it says, you can pick up random cards here in the garage here. Okay, I think that's the only one, right?
I can pick up a pitchfork.
Yeah, here in the farm, you could pick up, or in the barn rather, you could pick up a pitchfork. As long as they're in the discard pile.
In the gun shop, I can pick up guns or ammo.
Gun shops, you could pick up guns or ammo. Okay. And then on other corner boards, there's other things you could pick up. Okay. And then who you got? You got Jenny? Me and Jenny, we like peas and carrots.
Yeah. Jenny, the farmer's daughter. Born on the farm, Jenny Sty was raised to bale hay, feed the animals, and plow the fields. Though naive to the social circles of high school, she has been known to beat up guys with roaming hands or wisecracking mouths. More at ease around animals than people, Jenny has never understood her father's gentle but sad demeanor and finds comfort in the simple truth of hard work on the farm. She is a youth, so she can give up a move action to fully heal. She's also handy and may add or subtract 1 to any roll when testing to see if a hand weapon breaks. And since she's a farm girl, while in the cornfield or barn, she may roll an extra fight dice.
Okay.
I also have Jake Cartwright, the drifter. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time, Jake Cartwright drifted into town this morning. A stranger to all, Jake lives on the road, traveling, always on the move. With a scruffy face and well-worn clothes, he has learned over the years to make do with what is on hand. This is not the first time Jake Cartwright has passed through Woodin Vale. He brings with him memories of the past and a dread omen for the future. He is a sight Sheriff Anderson remembers from his youth and hoped never to see again. He is strange. He's a male. He's resourceful, though. So when drawing a hero card, he can take 2 and choose which one he wants. The other one will go into the discard pile. And I also have Johnny, the high school quarterback. With a flash of a smile, Johnny Miller can have nearly anyone eating out of his hand. The quarterback of the high school football team, Johnny is one of the most popular kids in school. Though he was held back a year by Principal Gomez for failing nearly every class, he sees it as a golden opportunity to keep playing football in hopes of getting a scholarship. Johnny is tough. He wins fights on a tie. He also has blitz. So when entering a space with a zombie, he may immediately fight the zombie and then continue moving. And he's youthful, so he can give up a move action to fully heal. The youth only get 2 wound tokens, so that is probably why they have that benefit. Whereas an adult can take 2 before he dies.
Okay, and now we're going to start the game. Now, the game's broken up in 2 different phases, what I like to call them, the zombie phase, the hero phase. Okay, now in the zombie phase, the zombies have to take 6 actions in order, whereas the heroes have 4 actions. Okay, now on the first turn of the game, the first action for the zombie is to move the sun tracker token and place it on the round that the game will start. Okay, and this is only done on the first turn. Okay, in subsequent turns, you would move the sun track token down 1 more spot on the sun track board to the corresponding round. Okay, so there we go. Now,
in the previous setup, Barry rolled 5, so he gets 1 more over there in that column.
Yeah, after we explained the rules, I broke it all down. I forgot to leave the zombies on there. Okay, so the next step is I will draw 4 zombie cards. Okay, now this is only done in the first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any subsequent turns, I can draw back up to 4 zombie cards, or I could choose to discard a zombie card and then draw a new one. Okay, so I'm going to look at these to see if any of these are played immediately, and I have 2 of them. Okay, so I have one here called New Spawning Pit to play immediately. It says roll a random building. Okay, so to roll a random building, what you do is you roll a d6, okay, which is 5, and it corresponds with one of the numbers on the center tile here. Okay, if it's a 1, then the heroes would choose. If it's a 6, the zombies would choose. Okay, so we rolled a 5, so it's going to be one of these 3 buildings. Okay, then we will roll again. Okay, we roll again, so I have a 3. Now, in the corner of these buildings, you see 1, 2, 3. Okay, or
the other building has 4, 5, 6.
The other building has 4, 5, 6. This is the other building. I'm sorry, this is the other building. 4, 5, 6. Okay, some of them only have 2 sets of numbers. Like if there's 3 buildings in one corner piece, it'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stuff like that. Okay, so 3. All right. So now that we have the building, which is here at the church, I choose which spot in the building to place a spawning pit. All right, so that's what the card is. It's New Spawning Pit. It says play immediately, roll your random building. The zombie player places a new spawning pit marker in any space of this building. So I'm going to take the spawning pit marker here, and I'm going to choose one of these spaces in the building to place it. Now, you can't really see in some of the buildings, instead of being white lines, they're black lines, but this building here has 4 spaces in it. Okay, and I'm going to go right by the wall here. Okay, so that was the first one. I will now discard this card. The second play immediate card I have is Heavy Rain. Okay, now not only is this a play immediate card, it remains in play. Okay, so all heroes who start their move outside of a building must subtract 1 from their movement dice roll to a minimum of 1. Okay? So this one will stay in effect throughout the game.
Seriously?
Okay, so this one will stay in effect throughout the game until Jen plays something to discard it. Okay? And I will place that over here. I'll place it over here so we remember. Self-camera. Okay, so now I did that. Now we're going to roll to spawn new zombies. So what I got to do is roll 2 dice, and if the number is equal to or higher than the number of zombies on the board, I will be able to spawn zombies. If not, then we just move along. Okay, so I have 5 zombies out, number 7, so I can spawn zombies. Now we're going to take one of these dice and we're going to roll to see how many zombies will be spawned. It's 5. So now I do not get to place these zombies immediately. Instead, I will just take them from my zombie pool and I will place them in a spawning pool, and they'll come out later on in the game. Okay, later on in my turn. Okay, so now I get to move zombies. Let me move these dice. Okay, so zombies can only move 1 space unless otherwise directed by a card, and they can move through walls and all that. They're not restricted by them like heroes are. Okay, now they can move orthogonally or diagonally. However, the town folks I can't attack until they have been interrogated. Okay, so there's no sense in hanging around them, so I'm just going to start moving out. Okay, and then again, like I said, if I were next to a hero or in the same spot as a hero, I must move into the spot with the hero. If I'm adjacent to him, if I'm in the same spot as him, I cannot move away from him. Okay, so now I would fight heroes. There's no heroes to fight. None of them are in my space. So I would place the newly spawned zombies. Okay, so I take those 5. I place them in my zombie spawning pool, and I would place them just like with setup. They have to be placed in equal numbers, or as close to equal numbers as possible. And I have this spawning pit here, so we'll place 1 there. Okay, and then that is the end of my turn, and it goes over to Jen.
Okay, I don't get any cards, so I'm going to roll for Sheriff Anderson. He rolled a 1, so he gets a 1. Choices.
Yes. Jen can either move or search. She's not in the building, so she can't search. So she's going to move.
Yes. Oh, wait. I'm going to shoot your zombie with my ranged weapon.
Okay, so now, she's going to use her ranged weapon to try and shoot me. Now, her ranged weapon is that revolver. It has a range of 3, so she's 1, 2 spots away from me. She can attack me. I am not behind a wall. If I were behind a wall, she could not attack me. Because it's out of line of sight. She'd have to be next to it. So she's going to roll 2 dice.
So I did nothing. I'm attacking you with a ranged weapon. You don't.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Okay.
So nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And I didn't lose my revolver.
So now Jen will move on to Jenna. Oh, no.
Yes, Jenna.
Well, she could exchange items if she were in the same spot with other heroes, or she could avoid the zombie if she were in the spot with a zombie. She's not. So she's just going to pass on to Jenna.
Right.
So here we go.
Jenny gets to go 1. 1. Because you used stupid card.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot. Because of that play immediate card, she has to subtract 1 from the number of movement pips on the die. So she had 2, she subtracted 1, she can only move 1 space.
And there's nothing left for me to do, so I'm going to move on to Jake Cartwright.
Okay, moving on.
And he gets a 1.
Now there's a minimum of 1, so she can move 1. Okay.
And there's nothing he can do, so go on to Johnny. And he gets a 5, so he can actually move 4.
Johnny can move forward. He's dangerous. We gotta get him, protect him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So my turn is done. We're going to pause here and we'll be back. Thanks for watching.
Yes. Stay tuned for the next video.